Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Litecoin. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Before I get started, I do need to note from a disclosure standpoint that I do own Litecoin from the long side, so just keep that in mind as I go through the analysis. Real quick, what do I mean by 4-hour in case maybe you are new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours. So while this here may look like a couple months worth of time, it's actually just the past couple of weeks broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like through this time frame, I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I have done this analysis several times in the past. I don't remember the last time I did it, but that is where this green line is coming from. And I bring that up because it segues kind of perfectly into the big dynamic that is occurring right now, and that is that the price is hovering right here around this important level of support, again, that I've talked about in past videos, and that level sits right here around $76, give or take. But you know, the reason that level is so important and why you do want to see it hold is you really don't want to see the price going back to where it was. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm not saying this will happen. Let's just say that the price actually does continue to separate to the downside and drifts down here around the 72-73 cent area. Well, in that situation, what would you have? Well, from the overall storybook perspective, you'd literally have the price right back at these lows from a few weeks ago. And not to insult your intelligence, but when price movements are going back to where they were, that's not a sign of true power at all, right? That's just that's bearishness. That it just means that a price made a nice move and all of a sudden it's been crushed and gone right back to where it all started. So that's why, to me, this 76 area is very important, because if the price can continue to do what it has been doing, so to be fair, the price has been essentially going sideways like this. So if that were to continue to happen before eventually starting to head back up, in this situation you would have a higher base right here. And then you look at that base down there, you picture these as stair steps, and yeah, you would have overall stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. Now, there is a lot of perspective that goes into this. I mean, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or you bought right there, you bought somewhere right around there, and in any of those instances you wanted to sell within an hour after buying, well then for you, yeah, this chart looks really bad. But if you do care about the big picture of things, then yeah, technically speaking, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. So, you kind of just got to sit back and see if that's going to occur yet or not. Remember, crypto markets are open 24/7. So no matter when you're watching this video, even if it's, let's just say, 15 hours from now, that first big question you need to ask yourself is, well, where does the price currently stand relative to 76? If it's still up above it or within the range, then that implies that the bulls are hanging on. They're trying to chip away and build that higher low. However, if you're watching this, like I said, 15 hours from now and the price is down at 70, well, at that point, the bears are back in full control. So we'll see how the next 24 48 hours all unfolds. But yeah, bulls have a chance at chipping away, putting in a higher base. Let's see if they can get the job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.